Let me lift you up?
No.
So here we are at the access portal. As I said, this was the one way for our crew of 4 to enter the underground portion of the facility. Lock area. This is where the crew would have come to make the 4th and final phone call using this telephone right over here. Now the important part of this last phone call was to synchronize pushing 2 buttons, one out here and one in the control center, in order to unlock the doors. These doors were held shut by 4 hydraulic steel locking pins that would go all the way into the door and hold everything firmly shut. Yet another feature you're going to see all over down here is this lovely color, the seafoam green. Does anybody have a guess as to why they would have used this particular color? Well, they've actually done psychological tests on how color affects us as human beings. And they found that seafoam green is the perfect color for keeping us all calm, relaxed, feeling good, not feeling like launching a nuclear weapon just because we're having a bad weekend. So this whole building is so well shock isolated, the entire building could move up and down up to 18 inches, or from side to side up to 12 inches, and the crew would not even see a ripple in their morning cup of coffee. So we've been talking about a crew of 4, but who are the 4 people who worked these 24-hour shifts? Well, they would have been made up of 2 officers and 2 enlisted personnel. For this next section, I'm going to actually need 2 volunteers to help me out. Does anybody want to volunteer to give me a hand today? You get to sit in the comfy chairs. You do, come on up. And do you want to do this? Yes, come on up. One of you sit here, one of you sit over here. Our first officer is our missile combat crew commander. Welcome, Commander. Now, Commander, you'd be in charge of everything down here. So you would be responsible for the missile, the equipment, the crew, and the mission itself. Can you handle that responsibility? Yeah, you got this. Nice. Now, the best part about your job, Commander, was that you had the power to delegate responsibilities. And you would most often delegate to your deputy missile combat crew commander. Welcome, Deputy. Now, Deputy, you'd be a commander in training. So one day the big chair was going to be yours. But in the meantime, you had a couple special jobs while you're over. Now, when you've been assigned to these positions, you'd have each been given a lock and told to set it up with a combination that only you knew and nobody else could guess. When you arrived on site to do your shift, you would each attach your padlocks to the safe. And at the end of the 24-hour shift, they would remove those padlocks and then keep them on your person at all times, even while you were asleep. Do you think the crew working here back in the day knew where the targets were?
Yeah.
No, they actually did not know. No. There were 2 reasons why the crew did not know. The first reason is security. The location of these 3 targets is still classified information to this day. Nobody who ever worked here knows for sure where they are. The second reason is psychological. It's a lot easier to blow up a nameless, faceless location that you've got no connection with. So for the sake of our crew, it was a good thing that they didn't know where the targets were. All right, well, let's do this missile launch. So Commander and Deputy, could you both stand up for me, please? Commander, this is your key right here. Can you reach that key with your hand? Great, just hold your hand there. And Deputy, you've got a key of your own. It's this one right here. Put your hand on that, please. Now notice how far away the 2 keys are. This is one last safety feature so that not one person alone could launch the missile. Always required 2 people. So Commander, here's what's going to happen. In just a second, I'm going to turn control over to you. When I do, you're going to give us a short countdown. Just 3, 2, 1, mark. On mark, you're both going to turn your keys to the right and hold it for about 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, the lights on this panel should light up, letting us know you did your job and that our missile is going to launch. Are you ready, Deputy?
I'm
Ready, Commander?
Yep.
Take it away, please.
3, 2, 1, go.
Turn and hold. Turn it this way.
Yeah.
Hold it there. Yep, hold it. few more seconds. Great, you can let go and have a seat. Thank you both so very much. So we've got our first light launched enabled, meaning we have the correct code, and we have the second light, batteries activated. Now, this light is the longest part of the sequence. It is going to take 28 seconds for the batteries to fully charge, which gives all of us just enough time to sing the Jeopardy theme. No, I'm kidding. There it is, APS power. So the missile's now detached and running under its own power. In just a second, we're going to hear that bell ring as the silo door is opening up, getting out of the way for the missile to launch. We have guidance go. So the guidance system has all the info it needs. The missile knows where it is, and it knows where it's going. Just a few more seconds, we're going to hear the klaxon as the fire engine light comes on. Just leaves one last light. There it is. Could you read it for me this time, Commander?
Lift off.
Lift off. So all of that in just 58 seconds. So now our Titan II missile is on its way. It's going to actually head all the way up and into the stratosphere before it comes back down to find its target. A target that could be up to 6,300 miles away. When it reaches its destination, it will detonate its nuclear warhead, a 9-megaton hydrogen bomb. And when that bomb goes off, it'll cause devastation over an area of 900 square miles. That's bigger than Los Angeles and all its suburbs, bigger than any city on the face of the planet. That giant silo door that I mentioned, that door is now permanently wedged halfway open. And they know we'd never launch a missile through a half-open door. So a tip for you, if you follow the path around here, you can go up the ramp and get the top-down view of the missile. If you have any other questions, just find one of us inside the gift shop. Otherwise, thank you all again so very much. Have a great day here at Titan Missile Museum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here's the stage 1 engine.
Like, Mommy, even if you were right. So Daddy, put the gas out and then like.
Yeah.
So you don't, basically, Owen, you don't want to be standing here when this happens. Kind of cool. All right, Owen.
All right, so we learned a few things down there. Like, there's 54 of these locations around the United States, or territories too, maybe. Who knows where they all were. I did not bring my sunglasses, but this is... All right, silo and launch duct. So apparently this door has been welded shut.
Well, and if you think about, like, in the movies, the door they open missile launching.
Right?
It's so dramatic.
Oh my goodness, it's far.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, hang on.
All right, that basically wraps up our tour of Titan Missile Museum here in just south of Tucson, Arizona. If you want to check out things like this to do in Tucson, check out phoenixwithkids.net or follow us along at Phoenix with Kids on Instagram and Facebook. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe.